Welcome to Bothwell Bridge, the remains of it anyway. We're at Rosalind's Wind, I think it's called, down to the River Clyde. So the other side goes back there to Bothwell, and it's a very steep climb. And as you can see, this is down to the Clyde, and that's what remains of the bridge going across. You can see it's massive, it's absolutely huge. And the other side is Hamilton, where indeed the Covenanters, several hundred Covenanters, were ambushed, I think, by the Dragoons, the Catholic armies, and imprisoned in Greyfriars in Edinburgh. See, must have been an absolutely huge, massive bridge at one time. And Bothwell Bridge at present is just going over a lane. It doesn't even go over the Clyde. It's kind of the first decent weather we've had this year in Scotland. It's over 70 degrees. You can see I think it's fairly new. I mean, you can see it's sandstone, and I don't know how big that would be. 80 feet or something like that. It could be, let's see. So maybe if that groove there's about 10 feet, so that would be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, maybe 75, something like that. So this is the place, and everybody's been good. There's nobody fishing down here today. Well, of course, in the west of Scotland, there is always tension between Catholics and Protestants. And Protestantism actually came from Catholicism. So each of them have views about certain things. And, one side thinks that the other one is missing something. The other side thinks that the other one's corrupt. And so on. So I think at least that it should be good competition, as in, if somebody's serving God better. But the thing was that the Catholics were having a real grievance about recognising the Pope as the head of the church on earth, as the rightful descendant they were trying to claim from the Apostle Peter. And although this might be physically true, which I doubt because Peter was never in Rome, even if it was, lineal succession does not exist in Christendom. See the massive tree falling down the path there. Jesus said you got to be born again. The church is established first by apostles who preach the word, who have established their ministries oftentimes by signs and wonders, who confirm the spiritual gifts, speaking in tongues, prophecy, etc., and who know the truth that Christianity, if you're a Christian, that actually came from Judaism. Christianity is the fulfillment of the Jewish festivals, or the Jewish religion, if you like. And that's where you get the basis of true Christianity. Yeshua, or Jesus, is the Jewish Messiah. So that's really the crux of the argument, the foundations of the argument. If you don't get the foundations right, then you just tend to get into bickering and who's better dressed and whatever else. And just takes away from the main point that Jesus said a man must be born again to inherit the kingdom of God. See, I'm a bit out of breath. Next to no exercise. recently. So yeah, there's the view across the river. Just see it there. Yeah. Jesus does love you. He died for you. And when we become born again, we become spiritual Jews. Hallelujah. So join a church that recognizes all these things I just said, then you'll do well.